The Everyman Podcast.
The Everyman Podcast.
Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, the Everyman and the Everywoman. Joining us here on this special Thanksgiving edition of the Everyman Podcast. And I'll tell you what, Daryl, it's become a bit of a holiday tradition that, we put something out. And I always frame it in the context of, you're in the kitchen, you're chopping the celery, you're skinning the potatoes. Maybe you're like my boy, Everyman Jake, who's cruising right now down the long, dark highway corridors of I-95 towards his family in the Outer Banks. Whatever you're doing, you're traveling, you're cooking, you're prepping, you're getting ready.
Yeah.
This is for you. This is for you for that time. And I tell you what, bro, like right off the bat, I have so much to be thankful for. And this is, it's interesting because of the wedding and getting ready for the wedding, we kind of skipped past the fall holiday season because we were focused on the wedding. And now I find myself, it's Thanksgiving. Holy hell. Christmas is right around the bend, my favorite time of year. And it's like, this is great. I feel like it was just yesterday that we were here last year.
Yep.
How are you feeling going into this holiday season?
I'm gonna be honest with you. This year has been tremendous. It's been very how can I say unique in that it's put so much on my mental to be thankful for. Namely family, like you, my bro, your beautiful bride, Sam. The Roadster, who I miss dearly. I haven't seen him in a minute.
He's a good ham.
He's a good ham. And honestly, man, just life, man, being able to wake up every day and know that I'm surrounded by love and people who genuinely have my best interest in mind, and I feel likewise toward them. Dude, I'm feeling blessed, man. We always say it. Blessed and highly favored. We say it all the time and we mean it. So
it's true.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I echo those sentiments, and we talked about it on the wedding pod and honeymoon pod, just that the outpouring of love and support that I've been a party to, a recipient of over the last couple months has been pretty humbling, pretty eye-opening, and has really kind of charged me up in a number of different ways, and Sam as well, my wife, and we're excited going into the holidays, and being a couple, being an official legal entity, and we got the paperwork in the mail, which is exciting. The photos, shout out to our photographer Victoria Bustani. She's actually going to be coming on the podcast in a couple weeks. And one of the cool things about, and we'll talk about it when we have her on, and I sent you some of the photos, and it was like she captured the story of what was going on, and that's what really interested me in having her on the show, is that she's a storyteller, just like you are at films and we are together here on the podcast, but her medium is photography. And you look through the photos, and she captured all these moments, and it's just like moment after moment after moment, and there's a story there, and there's a certain difference, in my opinion, there. So it's going to be cool to talk to her about that. But I'll tell you what, it's Thanksgiving. We're getting ready to chow down. I mean, I know
chow it down, man.
I know, Mrs. Campbell is quite the chef. So what do you got? What's your plan for Thanksgiving, bro? What are you guys doing?
Well, I know, sadly, I'm going to have to work for some of it, which is just kind of the nature of the beast. That's just the everyman deal that has to, flare itself out for me. But I will get home in time to enjoy the bounty that my wife will be putting down on the table in the kitchen. So I think she said she's gonna have some mac and cheese, some chicken, some turkey, some stuffing. I think she's gonna do some lobster mac too, which she's only done a few times, and every time she's done it, quarter plate of that, and you're toast because you're so full. It's loaded with wonderful everything. And then I don't know. I don't know how much more outside of that. She'll use sweet potatoes.
The
She's
classics.
She's gonna do
Cranberry?
all the classics.
Little cranberry.
Yeah, she's that. You gotta get some
Now,
cranberry sauce.
what kind of pie are you? You a pumpkin pie guy? Are you an apple pie?
Here's the thing.
Where do you lie on that?
I'm an all pie guy.
All
See,
pie
Thanksgiving
guy.
is like Thanksgiving is like the time. Yeah, you get like APG. You got to be an APG.
Big time.
But Thanksgiving is like that one time where you're not counting calories.
No.
You're not counting total carbohydrates, man. You're just counting as many dead animals as you can shove in your face, and be thankful that you have family around that loves you to do it with. So
For sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going into this with about a good 18-hour fast.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to be smoking something, Brother Jay. You got to smoke something.
This year we're going with Sam's family for Thanksgiving. So they're cooking. And I was kind of like, are you sure I can't cook a turkey? Like I love doing turkeys. Yeah. And they're like, no, they got it. And you can't really like come into somebody's house and like cook a turkey. It's a little, so they want to do, all right, that's fine. Next year.
Have they not been privy to your masterful smoking hands?
They've had a taste of my fine art.
Okay.
But we'll get there. We'll get there for sure. We'll get the next one. But yeah, man, I'm excited to spend time with family. I got my beautiful little nieces coming for a sleepover. We go to the light show every year except last year was the first year we didn't. There's a local light show that at a farm nearby that it's like you drive through it. They sync it to music. You tune your radio to it in the car. It's nice. They raise money for a good cause, and it's a holiday tradition down here. And every year I've taken my nieces, and this year we're gonna take them again and have a little sleepover. So it'll be I'll be loading them up with sugar and candy and chips and all that shit. Yeah. And then dropping them off the next day. So that'll be great. Looking forward to that. And one of the things that I'm thankful for, and this is something that has really been eye-opening for me in the last year and a half in my kind of change in my career path, and you and I talk about this all the time, is kind of the every man and the every woman that are out there on the road, kind of moving all our things to and fro. And you don't think about it, but like, the other day a container of, T-shirts packed top to bottom all the way in shows up, and that has to get offloaded and go to another truck that goes to 15 other trucks to 100 different stores. And all that is possible, by a lot of people working really hard behind the scenes. And, like the other day I had an Amazon, it's like the beginning of the rush of the Amazon deliveries, and like I saw the UPS guy pull. I knew I was expecting something big, like a TV stand we got. Yeah. And I saw him. He was like trying, and I went over. I was like, "Hey man, let me help you." Like if you see like the delivery guy, the whatever, try to be cool, help him out if you can. Like don't make him run all the way up your driveway. Like it's a hell of a time for those people that are working. I know a lot of those people are listening to this podcast because they're on the road and they're holding it down. And speaking of on the road and holding it down, every now and then I go through kind of the numbers to see geographically. Like I find it interesting when new people from different parts of the world find our show. Yeah. And the other day I'm looking through and I see someone in Pewee Valley, Kentucky. Yeah. Went through and downloaded just about every episode. So if you're our listener, well, someone is that's the interesting thing. Someone is
right.
Someone right now is like, this is me.
Yeah.
To you, I say, thanks for checking us out.
Thank you.
Would love to know a little bit about the Pewee Valley.
Yeah.
I'd love to even know if I'm saying it right. Could be Pewee Valley. I don't know, but it looks like Pewee Valley to me.
They could potentially be a guest to let us know how to say it correctly. Yeah.
So, if you've downloaded 100 some episodes of the show, you've probably figured out where my email is. So go ahead and send us an email and let us know what's up in Pewee Valley, Kentucky. But beyond that, Daryl, we got a slate of interesting NFL games coming up here. My Steelers hot, then COVID for Ben, then a disappointing tie, then a blowout that almost that they really should have won the game. I don't know what's going on there, but you got the Bears and the Lions this week.
Yeah.
What is it? The Bills and the Saints and Cowboys and Vikings.
Dude, it's starting to get weird.
Who are the Cowboys playing? Like, I'm losing what the tradition exactly is here at this point.
Right.
A little confused.
Well, I tell you what.
Bills and Saints.
I think it might be it. I tell you what. After, and I went into the game against the Chiefs this week. I was thinking like the Chiefs are done. Like they're just not the same. And I thought Dallas was going to blow them the fuck out.
Really?
And they end up losing.
See, not me. I was confident that I feel like Dallas, because I've been watching some of them a little bit the last couple weeks, and I feel like they did their Dallas thing where they peaked way early, and then they start that self-destruction thing. And I saw it in the last couple games. They had a real bad loss, and I was like, I don't know. Dak's kind of hurt.
But the thing is, the Chiefs' defense, like
they're like porous.
Yeah, that's the thing that I was like, well, if they really don't have, like, it's the bend but don't break, you know what I mean? And they're bending.
Well, they're assuming that Mahomes can always just go get 6 touchdowns,
right?
Which most
and the
times
thing is, it's like
he's been able to, but I think
they
missing.
won that game, and it had nothing to do with Mahomes, really. So
I think
that's crazy.
They missed that like third receiver, like that Sammy Watkins, legitimate veteran threat that they had. That like you couldn't just triple cover Tyreek Hill all the time.
They need somebody to run the ball. That's the problem. They don't have like a running game, like a legitimate running game that can like, chew up some time because their defense sucks. So
right. Yeah. Though, I'm sure old Andy Boyle will figure it out. He's a smart guy. Yeah. Solid coach. But how do you feel about football on Thanksgiving? Is that still something you think you closely relate to each other, Thanksgiving and football?
Well, I mean, the crazy thing is I'm always working on Thanksgiving, so football is always it's always a part of my thing. I think I'm trying to get to that place where I can just be a fan again, and it's not just my job. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like that's the only thing. Like if I hear things about the Bears, we all know we've been talking with Mark Holcomb for a minute about how we love the Bears, but like I can't really even enjoy a Bears game because it's an assignment, it's a project, it's a sequence that I have to cut every week. I don't think
there's a lot of people enjoying Bears games right now.
I know.
I don't know what.
Yeah, it's tough. It really is tough.
And it's kind of the same thing with the Steelers right now. Like this, and who am I to judge? But this offense coordinator, some of the things they're doing, you're like, what? What do you do? Like, I wouldn't do that I'm an idiot. I wouldn't do that in Madden.
But here's the thing. Like, even with the Steelers, though, Brother Jay, like, I'm never going to count them out of a game.
Right.
Just because of the type of team that they are. Yeah. Like, it's not,
Right.
Bears,
I know. They got to. You know what's interesting? Kevin White, remember him, the receiver? He, like, just cut his first catch ever, like, with the Saints. And it's like they've made a lot of picks like that where it's like these things that just like everything that can go wrong goes wrong, and it's like, what are you doing? And I don't know. I'm hopeful for them. I'm hopeful for them.
Yeah, they're gonna be solid.
But Chicago, Detroit's gonna be a barn burner. I'm sure if you're listening to this, the game obviously that hasn't happened yet, but when you watch that, you think about the every man and the every woman here. On the pod, you think back to this. But I'll tell you what, Daryl, I'm ready for Thanksgiving. Wife and I, we're going to go. Shout out to Odd Logic. It's a great brewery. They're doing a really cool food drive last minute. They've been doing a food drive for weeks, but they're doing like a bonus round to try and get even more stuff to donate to our local family homeless shelter here. So going to stop by, bring some stuff there, and like I always try to recall on holiday episodes, this is a time where you get together with your family and friends, and maybe there's some people that you're not going to get to see today. Maybe give them a call on your drive to your parents, tell them what's up, tell them you love them, that you're thankful for their friendship and their partnership, and enjoy your day. Try to disconnect from the iPhone for a little bit, or if you're an Android type, disconnect, enjoy your family, enjoy your food, whatever you have, whoever you're with, just have a great day. Be safe. Be smart. And, we're thankful for each other. We're thankful for you. We're thankful for this cosmic canoe we're all in together. And, Daryl, have a happy Thanksgiving, bro. I love you, man.
I love you too. I say one more thing too to all our listeners out there, because it is Thanksgiving. Call the one person that you know in the back of your mind. You've been thinking about it. You've been wanting to call and you haven't called. That one itch, that one, burning your thumb to press send and call. That one person, you know who they are. I have them. I'm pretty sure you guys have them. That's the one person you're supposed to call. Tell them hi. Tell them you love them. Tell them thank you. Whatever it is, bury it and move on into a positive, productive, and every man and every woman future.
That's right. Tell them the everyman sent you too.
Hell yeah.
We'll see you next week.